Good morning, everyone. This is Sakshi Rora, a mindset coach, happiness coach, and a mindfulness coach, and the founder of Blissfully Soulful. And I love to bring up topics and webinars where I can be of some help to someone. And for students of ninth and 10th, where parents are struggling right now at this point of time, to which board to select, to which school to send your child, we have brought in Devna Parekh here today with us. Good morning, Devna.
Good morning, Sakshi.
So, Devna is a career counselor with over 25 years of experience in the education domain. Over the years, she has had the privilege of guiding students and parents in making the right academic and career choices aligned with their interests, abilities, and aspirations. Her focus is on personalized counseling, mentorship, and providing the right tools and strategies to help the students succeed in competitive exams, board choices, subject selection, and even long term career planning. Through her sessions, she aims to simplify decision-making process and to empower both students and parents and to move forward with clarity and confidence. A very warm welcome to you, Devna.
Thank you, Sakshi. Thank you for such lovely introduction. And I'm so glad to see so many people on the panel. I can see FG, Jeshal, Pooja, Arit, Avni, Dr. Pankti, Jingle, Komal, and Pehel, and still more to join, I'm sure. So this is going to be like very informative and helpful webinar for everyone. And let's not forget, when the kids were toddlers, then they came in pre-primary and primary, then secondary. So they were crossing every milestone. And trust me, this is one important milestone. I have been counseling students since many years, and I have just realized if error is happened at this level, the repercussions are really bad. So please be very mindful when you're selecting your school, you're selecting your stream, and selecting the subjects. Let's take up the subjects and the stream that aligns with students' capability, ability, interest, and personality. So at the same time, we should not be pushing the children to take up subjects which they are not interested. And at the same time, we should not underestimate their caliber. Probably they are meant for something, but they don't have a vision of it. They have some fear in their mind. They have something at the back end which stops them to take, especially when subjects like maths and science come in your mind. People are liberally dropping it. As a career counselor, I will never suggest to drop a core subject like math. Please don't drop math at least till grade 12. Hold on to maths till grade 12. If also your child is on scale of 10, say around 5 or 6, he's just, passing decently without much of struggle, then I think the child is good with math. Probably he or she is not practicing every single day. अगर 100 में से बच्चा एक 60 या 70 भी लेके आ रहा है, please hold on to math. If the child is like literal, please mute yourself,
Yes,
Jia
yes, I'll do.
Bastani. So if the child is getting, say, a 20 or 30 on 100 in maths, then I understand it's a struggle. Or look at the other way around. Probably the child is not practicing every single day. I strongly suggest everyone to do your maths every single day for 20 to 30 minutes, at least 5 to 7 sums every single day. Am I expecting anything more? No, I don't think so. So parents and students, be very careful. Maths is going to be a core subject for most of the entrance exams post 12. If you look at SATs, you look at NPAT, of course, engineering oriented colleges, finance oriented colleges, they really need math. And I have got some parents telling me that, we want to do this program, but now they don't have maths. And then it becomes quite a lot of struggle. Of course, we have one substitute. We have an opportunity of doing maths through NIOS. That's National Institute of Open Schooling, but then it will be a long path and every school doesn't accept it. So be very mindful in selecting your subjects in your ninth standard, in your 10th standard. And if you drop maths or science core subjects, you cannot take them again. Once they are dropped forever. So before wasting much of time, I will come to the main slides and start sharing about each and every board and their pros and cons. In between, any questions are there, please hold on to it and don't put it across. In the end, we will have live Q&A where all your queries will be very smoothly answered. We are also giving a complimentary 30-minute counseling session. As a career counselor, I would be giving you one, and as a mindset coach, Sakshi would be giving. So wherever you're struggling with your child, whether in academic prospects or non-academic prospects, you can get connected with us. So I'm just sharing my screen. Uh, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. So you can see that, the topic of today's webinar is Right Choices Today, Bright Futures Tomorrow. And this is for parents and students who are in their 9th and 10th grade. Of course, if also you are in your, in 8th standard or something, better to take it up because, you will come to know quite a lot of insights on it. Okay. So first I will start with IBDP. If you have finished your 10th grade from MYP, IGCSE, ICSE, or CBSE, or any other board like SSE also, you can take IBDP. Okay, so in most of the schools in Mumbai, we have IBDP. The duration is 2 years. You have to select 6 subjects. 3 will be at HL level, 3 will be at SL level. The HL would be called as majors, which are quite high in rigor, whereas SL, the level is not very tedious. Subjects come in 6 groups. Ideally, this is offered by all the schools. So, language and literature, you have language acquisition, you have something related to humanities. Science, you have physics, chem, bio, all three. Mathematics, art. So, subject choices differ from school to school little bit, but ideally, this is how you have it. Then you have core components like extended essays, where you can do some research paper of 4,000 words. So you have EE, you have TOK, that is theory of knowledge. Now, this is also more like essay writing. At a back end, you have to do quite a lot of work. Then we have CAT, that is creativity, activity, service, where you have extracurricular activities, you have sports and community work. Now, in CAS, you have to do a lot of field work. You have to do just one sec, please. Just one sec. So sorry, parents. I'll just repeat. You have your extended essay, you have TOK, that is theory of knowledge, you have CAS. Now, extended essays is you have to write the research paper on various subjects. Okay, and you cannot use Chat GPT, or you cannot use a AI bot. You have to do quite a lot of research, physically understand things, and you have to put it in a very humanized manner. You have TOK, where you will be working on different projects at regular intervals. You have extracurricular activities and community work. Why you are doing all this? To make your profile very strong, because you are targeting at universities in US, in UK, ideally Singapore, Australia, or various abroad universities. So I will suggest that if you're considering IB, it's going to be very tedious, and don't think of doing any entrance exam prep work along with it, the difficult ones. It's not possible because IBDP itself is a very tedious curriculum. Then we have some pros and cons of IBDP. So definitely we have like global recognition. It is accepted by top universities worldwide, prepares students for research, essays, and independent study. So I'm telling you, IB is more like, how we have curriculum in US and UK, where there is a holistic growth. There's a 360-degree approach where children are growing from all the angles. You can balance science with humanities, math with arts. So luckily you can take combination of science and commerce. You can take combination of commerce and humanities. So combination of various subjects is possible. Unlike Indian boards where, if you take science stream, then you're just, confined to science subjects. You can take one science subject and another a commerce subject also. So that is how IBDP works. As I said, critical thinking, problem solving, presentation, time management, everything has to be very accurate. It will definitely help you to build in-depth knowledge, confidence, and versatility. So, I ideally tell students like before IB and after IB, you are a different person altogether. It's one of the best curriculums if it suits your pocket, and it is the best curriculum if you can take that high rigor. So these are the main criteria as a career counselor I would want to put it across. And I already said it's a holistic growth. So it's a 360-degree approach where you are growing from all the angles. It is very useful if you are going abroad. So let's not skip this point. 85% of students who take up IBDP land up going abroad. So, in simple words, I always tell parents कि आपका बच्चा fly कर रहा है, flying very high. You're giving a vision of abroad studies, and suddenly you clip the wings and you tell the child कि now you be in India. That's not a good plan. Ideally, if you're doing IBDP, I will strongly suggest that you look at abroad universities. Nevertheless, you can at least look at liberal art colleges or new age universities like Ashoka, Plaksha, Flame, Kriya, OP Jindal, Azim Premji, those kind of colleges. But don't go for very mediocre college because IB में आपने इतना rigor लिया है, आपने इतना prep work किया है, you have really reached to a very high level, and then you're dropping down your level by taking a mediocre or ordinary college in India. So either you target the new age universities or colleges abroad. That is how you have to move about. As I said, there are some big cons of IBDP. There is quite a lot of heavy workload of assignment, essays, projects. Ideally, schools start at like, sometimes 8 o'clock and it goes on till 4 or 5. After school hours also, there is a lot of work happening, whether it's extracurricular activities or TOK prep or EE, a lot of things are happening. It's very expensive. So Mumbai, the schools are taking fees anywhere around 22 lakh for 2 years. Ideally, this is how it is, and then you pay for classes and everything. If you're a commerce student, you will be spending additional 8 to 10 lakh on classes for 2 years, and if you're a science student, maybe it can go around 15 to 18 lakhs. So altogether, you can land up spending around 35 to 38 lakhs in 2 years if you're taking science subjects. So it's going to be a very expensive affair. If it suits your pocket, then only you go for IBDP. But it's a very good curriculum. It's one of the best curriculum and very high in rigor. It definitely doesn't align with Indian entrance exams. So if you're looking at JEE, NEET, or even CA entrance or CLAT or anything like that, please don't get into IBDP because then it is just not possible. If anyone is telling you, especially the school counselors will tell you that you take up IBDP and do the prep work of JE or NEET. That is totally an incorrect statement. It is just not possible. Sometimes the school counselors are promoting their own school and they want more of admission and more of students in their respective schools. So maybe they would be making this statement, but JE prep work and NEET is just impossible if you take up IBDP curriculum because IBDP curriculum itself is very high on rigor. We have very limited schools in India and rather in Mumbai also. So if you're targeting at Dhirubhai or Oberoi International or JBCN or whatever, the seats are very limited. So what I will suggest that immediately enroll yourself, keep on visiting the websites. I have seen students missing on the admission process, and after 3 4 months, they are just left with nothing, but they have to join a mediocre college and go take a path of HSC. When they have the capacity of doing IBDP, when they have the will to do that kind of expense. I already said it's high in academic pressure. And yes, quality of teachers and faculty is still not up to the mark because IBDP is a very latest program that has been introduced in India. So probably in some colleges, I cannot promise that you will have like very good faculty. But all in all, it aims for higher studies abroad, very good balanced mix of academics and extracurricular activity. Your critical thinking, analytical thinking, resilience, those kind of skills will really become very strong. Self-discipline aa jayega, time management aa jayega, especially parents who keep thinking that, my child is not, handling the time management and he's not well organized. That all will automatically happen if you join IBDP because they are left with no choice. They have to work with deadlines. They have to work with punctuality. So I will give like my 100% for IBDP. I feel if it is affordable and if you can take the rigor and if you're planning abroad, then definitely you should be considering IBDP. Another one main point is that anytime you are considering that your child should be going abroad, then yes, UG is a better time to go abroad than PG. How and why? For that, you will have to connect with me personally because I feel earlier, the better. You will get better credentials, things will become smoother. And if you're like 100% sure कि मुझे abroad जाना ही है तो फिर future में क्यों जा रहे हो, आप UG में ही चले जाओ, आपको बहुत अच्छा global exposure मिलेगा. So I think I was clear for the IBDP. If I can get some thumbs ups or, if you have understood pretty well. So, I will be also feeling confident that you are understanding what I'm trying to put across. Next, we have A levels. So ideally students who are doing their IGCSE, I strongly suggest them that you take up A levels. That is the continuity. So IB can be taken by any board student, but IGCSE and A level is a proper alignment. So if you're already in a school like Utpal Sangvi or JV Parekh or wherever you have your IGCSE program, JBCN or whatever, you can continue with A level. These are like subject-based qualification offered by Cambridge International Education. Of course, it's for 11th and 12th, widely recognized in all foreign countries. Students usually take up 3 to 5 subjects, but trust me, if also you take 3 to 5 subjects, the rigor is quite high. It's taught in depth. So you cannot say, ki, oh, we just have such less subjects and, it will be a smooth path. I'm sorry, it wouldn't be. It is going to be quite rigorous. So, of course, as I said, there would be depth of study. And, this is going to be very helpful if you don't want to take a subject like physics, but you want to concentrate on biology, chemistry, and maths, and then you want to pursue medicine in UK or US, then it can work. Because in Indian colleges, Indian universities, the demand is for PCM. You need physics and chemistry for BTech programs and for engineering field. And if you are looking at MBBS, then you need PCB. So, the choice of subjects are quite rigid when you're selecting Indian board. But if you are going for A level, then you can target foreign universities. Foreign universities, even one science is sufficient many a times. So if you want to get into the medicine field, if you've taken your biology, that's enough. Global recognition, I already mentioned. Students can mix and match. So just like IBDP, you can select 1 or 2 subjects from science, 1 or 2 from commerce. So you can make a combination of science plus commerce or commerce plus humanities or science plus humanities. Ideally, many students take biology and psychology. That makes you very strong because biology plus psychology plus computer science is bioinformatics. So you get a futuristic career. So like that, there are a lot of combinations in science field, in commerce and in humanities, which I can guide you that, you select this subject plus this subject and land up with a futuristic career. So there is a strong prep work for university admissions, and here also you have to work on profile building. Yes, there is less workload than IB, but the rigor is quite high. Extracurricular activities and profile building you have to manage by yourself, whereas in IB, school takes care of your profile building to a certain extent. So it is globally recognized, and I give my 100% for A levels also. It's a very good curriculum, and it aligns with your IGCSE program. It is narrower than IB, but really doesn't matter. Again, here you cannot go for JE or NEET kind of prep work because the rigor of A level is quite high. Not even CLAT or CA. CLAT is the entrance exam for law exams, and CA is, for chartered accountancy. So you can't even think of doing these kind of programs if you are doing your A levels. It is very good if you continue, after A levels, some abroad university or new age universities, as I already mentioned, like Ashoka, Plaksha, Flame, Azim Premji, OP Jindal. So these all new age universities will work in a same pattern, as in, you are as good as in a abroad university if you look at the new age universities. But you cannot go for mediocre college, which generally students do after HSC, because again, you will be dropping down your level. So IB and A level, the levels are quite high. And I suggest you go abroad or for new age universities. Don't go to a mediocre college, then you will be dropping down your level. But of course, today we have like wonderful colleges like NMIMS, Atlas, those kind of colleges in Mumbai itself. So go for a private college and not for a government or Mumbai University affiliated colleges after doing your IB and A level, because you have already become an all-rounder. Yes, it is little expensive compared to other boards, but I don't think so. It is that expensive as IB. So ideally around 6 to 8 lakh fees you have for per year. So around 14 to 15 lakh of fees you will have plus your classes and coaching. So you can land up spending anywhere around 25 lakh. So it is very much exam centric, and it is recognized by Indian universities also. But where the entrance exam criteria is there, then this will not work. So be mindful when you're selecting your stream later, which are Indian entrance exams oriented. ISC works ideally very good if you are already a ICSE student. So I will just give my personal view on it, because my own son is in ICSE, and right now he's continuing ISC in Jamnabai school, and he's in grade 12. And this is a smooth shift. So as I said, with IGCSE, if you move to A level, it is a smooth shift, and it's in the same continuity and same pattern. Similarly, after ICSE, if you go in ISC, it's a smooth shift, and the pattern remains the same. So there is not much of a struggle for a child. Here it is recognized by all Indian universities. Be very mindful in selecting subjects. Here also you can make combination of few subjects from science plus commerce or commerce plus humanities and so on and so forth, whatever you're comfortable with. Prose is like very English oriented, as in the literature part will, stick around with you. ICSE students know what literature is, what Shakespeare is, and then you continue the same pattern in your 11th and 12th. So children who are from non-ICSE background probably, will find literature, I'll not say difficult, but a new topic, a new subject, but it is manageable. And yes, all subjects are taught in depth, whether you take science, commerce, arts. The curriculum is excellent, quite a lot of application based learning, which is need of an hour. So they are not like too much of rote learning as you have in HSE. It's quite analytical, logical, and practical learning. Balanced curriculum. The best thing is if you go to a good school, you will be doing a lot of extracurricular activities. You will be part of like your school fest and AWS or MUN, and those kind of activities will keep you quite engaged and occupied. Yes, it is recognized by all Indian universities. I will say that it is very good for humanities and commerce students a lot. Science, it's good, but if you're preparing for, MHT, CT or something, then extra coaching is needed because this doesn't suffice. Otherwise, it helps in competitive exams to certain level. So cons is like, it's not very widespread like CBSE. The syllabus is quite tough. And for STEM programs, it's like, if you're giving your JEE or NEET, then ISE is not how it works. It's recognized abroad also. So many students, it's not like कि अगर आपने IB level, IB किया है या A levels किया, then only you can go abroad. Even CBSE or ISC, even HSC students can go abroad, but it's like a very big transition. From IB and A levels going abroad, the transition is smoother, and going through HSC or ISC will be little zigzag path, but I'll not say it's difficult. Workload is quite high in ISC also. So very good for arts, commerce, law, or management. And if you have schools around your vicinity, the good ones, then I will strongly recommend go for ISC. ISC is a very good curriculum. So till now, whatever I told you, like IB, A levels, ISC, these are all school studies. So your child will be going in school. It is called high school. In foreign countries, actually till 12th, you have high school. You don't even have colleges. So it's the same pattern in India, which has been introduced in recent past, like when we gave our college after 10th, whatever we want to, and doing whatever, bunking our college lectures in between. But with this program, you cannot, just step out anytime or bunk any lectures. It's like a school pattern where once you enter school, you finish all your periods, and in the end, when the school bell rings, you are back. You're out from the school. So I hope I was pretty clear. Is there anything in between anyone wants to know or would want to interrupt upon, or you want me to move further? Sakshi, are there any questions as such?
No, not yet. But if anybody has, can raise your hand or just
Okay.
unmute. Yeah. We give you 1 minute if anybody wants
Yes.
to. I guess we can proceed. Yes. Okay, there is a question by Monisha. Yes, Monisha, you can unmute yourself.
Yes. Hi, good morning, ma'am. I had a question.
Good morning.
Good morning. So my school, my son is in grade 6 currently. Would you advise, and he's in ICSE
Mm-hmm.
board. So, would you advise me to shift
Right.
him to an IGCSE board in grade 7? Like my school is shifting to an IG board. So they've given us an option if we want to shift them to the IG board. So I wanted to check, would that be like a good move right now in
Right.
seventh grade, knowing that eighth will be their checkpoint, and will they be able to groom? And I mean, I've always been an ICSE person. Like I've always felt that an Indian board is always better. But since our school is now shifting to IGCSE, I had this doubt. Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
if you could help me out.
Okay. Definitely, Monisha. Very good question put by you. मैं आपको एक मेरा personal experience बताती हूँ. My elder son did his ICSE
Hmm.
till grade 10th, and he
Okay.
was always very much inclined towards PCM subject, that is physics, chem, math. And we
Right.
started IIT Foundation course right from grade 8th. And he
Okay.
also topped his JE mains, and right now he's in BITS Pilani second year, my elder son. So he always, blamed me many a times that Mama, after seventh, why didn't you put me in IGCSE? क्योंकि मेरा इंटरेस्ट सिर्फ पीसीएम था. सो आपको बहुत वेवर और रिलीफ मिलता है अगर आप आईजीसीएसई ले लेते हो, बिकॉज योर हिस्ट्री, ज्योग्राफी and biology and subjects which you're really not interested, and if you're like damn focused कि मुझे यही subjects करने हैं, it gets very well filtered. So I think IGCSE is a very good board. ICSE will give you 10 subjects in 10th grade, which will be like
Hmm.
quite time consuming. I'm not saying it's not manageable, but IGCSE will give you 5 subjects. No doubt that 5 subjects will also take a toll on you. It's not that it will
Hmm.
be a smooth, but at least you will be able to filter those subjects. कि मुझे maths और
Hmm.
science करना है, then you are damn sure that these are the subjects I want to go ahead. Frankly,
Hmm.
history, geography was very time consuming and didn't solve our purpose. Today, in with the click button generation, you can get all information on history and geography. So as a career
Hmm.
counselor, I feel कि history, geography subjects should be like, open book exams, and, should be just taught in a very generic way. It should not
Hmm.
be very high in rigor. जैसे कि आप हिस्ट्री के look, ICSE के open करोगे, they are so vast.
Yes.
Geography is so vast. So my
Yes.
answer to this is IGCSE is a very good curriculum. Checkpoints are manageable. Yes, the child has to work very hard, 10 subjects, and you are like running left and right and trying to finish your portion and syllabus. IGCSE helps you to work with your time management in a better way.
Ma'am, just to add to this, thank you for your reply, ma'am. But my son, I'm not very sure what he really wants to do currently. Like, I'm not sure if he really
Then,
wants to do a
then I think
PCM or like what is his
so.
focus
Look at
currently.
two
I'm not sure.
things. So look at two things. If you want, you can stick with ICSE so that all your subjects are there with you. If he
Hmm.
is comfortable with science, IGCSE is a good curriculum. Stick to maths and science and continue with IGCSE. IGCSE is one level better than ICSE.
So, ma'am,
But nevertheless,
they
hmm,
say in IGCSE maths becomes a little easier as compared to an ICSE board. So when the child has to give an Indian entrance exam later on, then the child has to face a lot of problem in the shift.
that I agree. That I agree because they allow you the calculators. So that is one drawback.
So then, ma'am, how can we decide right now? Like I mean, at the moment, I am so very confused because uh, I can't take a call. Like I am not able to understand what am I supposed to do.
You know what, then in that case, in the end, I will be talking that how I take aptitude test, and I also conduct few assessments to understand where the child's strength lies. With those assessments, we come to know his numerical ability, his computation
Hmm.
maths, his verbal ability, perception. So आप personally connect होंगे because आप doctor के पास without patient तो नहीं जाएंगे.
Right, right.
So I would want to meet the child and understand it in a better way. So I can
Okay.
definitely guide you through a proper counseling session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Monisha. Yes,
Okay.
Dr. Pankti, please put a question.
Yeah, hi Devna. Thank you for the
Hi, Pankti.
session.
Most
I
welcome.
wanted to ask that my daughter is not very keen on mainstream medicine or engineering, more of maybe finance or allied sciences. As of now,
Mm-hmm.
is what we are discussing. Considering that we are open to new age universities like Plaksha Ashoka also, where there is a combination of major minors, I would like that she broadens up to those kind of unis than a regular conventional colleges that are in and around Mumbai. Whereas we are
Mm-hmm.
also open that she pursues anything abroad also. I'm not
Hmm.
hell-bent on either of them. We are flexible. In a situation like that, what would be our safest board for 11th and 12th? Currently, she's in ninth.
Okay. And which board she's in?
ICSE.
ICSE. So I'm sure you are a doctor and you're okay she moving in a medical field. You know what? If
Yeah.
you are looking at NEET program, then you have to take integrated HSC. And
No,
your
she's
medical
not doing
programs will
any
be
of
like
them.
even NHS.
She doesn't want to do
Okay.
NEET or
Then
IIT. So allied sciences, not
right.
mainstream science.
Yes, then I think you can go with ISC, you can go with A levels also or IBDP, and you hold on to biology, maths, computer science. And psychology, you can just keep it as one of the option, because if the child is interested towards neuroscience or something, it's good enough. But biology plus maths plus computer science will give you bioinformatic kind of a futuristic career, and I think this will be a good path. So you can take
But is
biology plus computer science, and it
so
will be
is this
accepted. Yes, a lot
very
of new agent.
is it rigorous,
Sorry.
like, or is it manageable? Because I
No,
have known people in ISE which are they say that science is very rigorous. So I just wanted to check
so
with that how rigorous is the curriculum of these combination
see,
subjects.
if the child likes biology, no, even the rigor will not be a problem. The child will happily do the bio part. Whether, if also you're looking at NEET or you're looking at ISC or IBDP, they will happily do it. So that shouldn't be a problem. अगर बच्चे का interest होएगा ना, वो blindly वो subject लेगा and will give the 100%. So again, in this case, if you want to connect personally, we can work on it and understand it better. But ideally, biology, computer science, and maths are the strong subjects which you have to hold on to if she is looking at elite sciences or anything related to majors in biology.
Okay, got it. So ISC also will be a safer bet.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I know today people are like, not wanting to get into the JE and NEET rigor, but still there are a lot of
Correct.
options open. So
Correct.
yes, so if she's wanting to get into medicine field, then she has to hold on to biology. If she wants to get into biotechnology or bioengineering, then it will be PCM.
It will be PC and M.
PCM, yes. Even with PCB, biotechnology can be done.
Okay.
So
With
biotechnology
PCB
is
also
the
biotech.
yes, biotechnology is the only program where PCB and PCM both works. But then the colleges become very limited.
Okay. Okay. So then we can connect on a personal level for this.
100%,
All right.
100%.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so
Welcome.
we have a question from Kinal Modi. She's asking how is an ICSE student get selected for an ISC school? Is it on the basis of percentage and the percentage of grade 10th or 9th?
So if you're already in a school which is offering you ISC and you are in ICSE, then the shift is smoother. You just apply, आप forms भरो, first installment डालो, and ideally they will take you. It's generally not a problem if the child is above average. In fact, sometimes I have known in my school, my kid is in Jamnabai school, so they hold on the admission for little while if the child's code of conduct has been poor, just to give some kind of fear ki child was naughty, and they will hold on for little while, but eventually they will give you admission. So you don't have any entrance exam. So parents, please make a note. You will have entrance exam for Dhirubhai Ambani. You will have Dhirubhai Ambani International School for IB program. You will have entrance exam for Jamnabai International School for IB program. So if you're in western suburbs, these two schools are definitely demanding for entrance exam. If you're looking at OIS, Oberoi International, or BIS, then those colleges, those schools, I will suggest that you visit the website and see when the applications are open. So please stay updated. Uh,
So,
I
okay,
think
I
I was
think the
clear.
question, no, I'll just repeat the question for you. How does an ICSE student get selected for ISC? Is it on the basis of percentage for ISC?
No, नो आपके एप्लीकेशंस अक्टूबर नवंबर में ही चालू हो जाएंगे. So you fill it, they give you a deadline till 31st December, ideally most of the schools. Fill up the form. In January, they will ask you first installment. February will be second installment. March will be third installment. 1st April, you will begin your school, the 11th standard.
So
So no
basically,
test,
it's not the
nothing,
10th
and
standard
percentage.
marks. It's not the percentage
तब
of the
तक
10th.
यस तब तक आपके 10th के बोर्ड्स भी नहीं होने वाले हैं और रिजल्ट भी आने नहीं वाली है. बट यस, लिटिल बिट दे विल लुक एट योर फर्स्ट टर्म एग्जाम, दे विल लुक एट योर प्रीलिम एग्जाम, and of course if you are like academically very low, then there can be a problem, they don't accept you. But if also you are an average child, it should not be a problem. You will get
Uh,
admission, and खुद के स्कूल में तो easily आपको मिल जाएगा. अगर आप एक outsider हो, then you will be पीछे, मतलब in the list. They give priority to their in-house students.
Okay, so just adding on to Kinal's question, because even my daughter is in the 10th grade and even the first term exams aren't starting, and we are supposed to fill in the forms for the 10th grade. So probably if you go to see if the form is already submitted, then the first term marks are also not counted, or do they ask you to update by time?
Not really. Yes, later stages they can ask you first term marks. Ninth की marksheet तो आपको submit करनी ही पड़ेगी. But even ninth के marks अगर आपके low हैं, don't worry because ninth itself is one milestone. Ninth standard itself is difficult for many students. So काफी time you will see academically they drop in their grade 9th. And another is 11th standard. Students drop in their level because it's a big milestone. आपके subjects change हो जाते हैं, vast हो जाते हैं, in-depth studies हो जाता है. Till 8th your curriculum is quite smooth. So don't worry, admissions मिल जाएंगी, but they will filter up. They will give priority and importance to their in-house school, in-house students. So as Sakshi, if you are applying in any particular school, वो लोग अपने students को पहले priority देंगे, then they will consider the outsider.
Okay.
So that
We
is
have
how
a
it works. So on
question.
the safer side, keep applying at दो तीन जगहों पे आप अप्लाई करके रखिए. Yes, Jingle.
Hi, ma'am. I had a question that my daughter is in ICSE 8th grade at the moment, and we were considering whether she could do her like, can she shift from the ICSE 10th to an IGCSE, or is it called the A levels? Because we thought that we might be considering sending her to Singapore. So should she? So she's inclined towards medicine, and but she isn't sure. So we don't know if she wants to go through the rigor of NEET. And but if she's inclined to medicine, and we are considering Singapore University as an option. So where do you think?
So
Ma'am, I
it's a
can't
good
hear you.
plan, Jingle. It's a good
Huh.
plan. Yeah, it's a good plan. After ICSE, ISC is the continuity. You can take up ISC, you can take up A levels. Biology बच्चे का strong रखना. Many a times बच्चे NEET भी दे देते हैं if they have PCB in their 11th and 12th. So if you're taking A levels or ISC, and if you're considering PCB, all three sciences, you can give NEET also. That's not a problem. But if you're not considering physics and chemistry, but only biology, then yes, it can work for abroad universities. What I will suggest, even Dr. Pankti, आपके लिए आप biology ले रहे हो तो maths को drop मत करना, because abroad universities में maths is important. Even for your SATs, maths will be needed. So hold on to biology, hold on to maths,
Okay.
and if you're getting computer science in your school, please take up, because biology and computer science is the deadly and fantastic combination. You're working with data, you're getting into bioinformatics, so the future is biology plus computer science. So don't
Got
skip
it.
on these core subjects. Yes.
Right, understood, ma'am. So, ma'am, just asking very specifically, if I just want to go to A levels, would you recommend that at all? Just
Yes,
going from
100%.
ICSE to A levels?
Yes, you can go for A levels. The rigor will be quite high, but it is manageable.
And which
The
school do you recommend, ma'am? In case.
Utpal Sangvi is one of the best for A levels currently.
Okay, ma'am. All right.
Yes.
Thank you so
If
much.
you're in Western suburbs, otherwise JBCN is also good to go with.
Yeah, we are Jamna by parents, so I think Utpal would be very convenient.
Yeah, Utpal will be a good shift.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we also have a query from Urvi. Urvi, you can unmute yourself and speak. Urvi, are you there?
Excuse me, ma'am. I also had a question.
Yes.
Yes, Pehel. Yes, tell me better.
So, Miss, so I haven't decided yet whether which college I want to go to, A levels or like HSC board. So, our school is like currently asking us now, so there was a due date of September 15th to fill out this A level form. So I wasn't sure whether I wanted to go in A level or HSC board or like any other board. So I had a meeting with the school counselor, and they told me to, even though I haven't decided, I should just like fill up the form, and later on, if I decide that I wouldn't want to go, and then just not pay the fees. So is that recommended? Like, should I do that, or should I just not fill the form?
So पहल वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. मैं पेरेंट्स को बोलती हूँ कि आप फीस भर के सिक्योर अप कर लो सीट, बाद में आप विड्रॉ कर देना. आई थिंक इनिशियली इफ यू आर पेइंग लाइक 1000 2000 इट्स ओके, डोंट वरी, गया तो गया, बट आपकी सीट सिक्योर्ड है. जब फर्स्ट इंस्टॉलमेंट पे करने का टाइम आएगा, प्रोबेबली इन जैन मंथ और समथिंग, दे विल आस्क यू फॉर फर्स्ट इंस्टॉलमेंट. दैट टाइम यू हैव टू टेक अ फाइनल कॉल. आई हैव नोन सम पीपल, दे पे like if it is 15,000 20,000, then also they are paying. बिकॉज दे फील कि एटलीस्ट वी आर सिक्योरिंग अप द सीट। उसके बाद अगर आप एचएससी में भी शिफ्ट ले लोगे, आपका वो 15-20,000 चला जाएगा। इट विल गो फॉर इट विल बी अ वेस्ट। So if you're okay with that, you can go ahead. At least at back of the mind, you will be like, I am in the school curriculum. I am in the same environment. Rigor is quite high. But I will strongly suggest that IB, A level, and ISC is good to go about, because you're in a school environment and a lot of extracurricular activities are happening. HSC may, I will not strongly suggest, because none of your extracurricular activities are happening. You're bunking college. Discipline factor is not there. So if you're already in IGCSE, you will enjoy your A level. Hard work rahega, but why not? At this age, why don't you want to do the hard work?
But like for a person supposedly interested in the finance line or the law line, for A levels, you said the rigor is quite high, and plus we have to give that CLAT examination as well, right? So managing the extracurriculars, because I have few friends in the A level, they're busy with like events now and then, like they hardly get time to study on their own. Plus, they also have their first term examinations coming up, and they're swarmed with portion, literally swarmed, because of all the events that they had to conduct before. So that affects their performance, and plus there's the 50% weightage for 11th and 12th also, right? So
Yes. So
handling all
just make
that
a
as well
note.
as the CLAT would be a little tough for A level, right?
Yes, all of you just make a note that for JE, NEET, CLAT, and CA, these 4 exams, if you're doing the prep work, go for HSC. हालांकि आप CLAT, ISC और A level से भी आराम से दे सकते हो, because then you will have subjects like political science, sociology, psychology. It won't be that tedious. See, when you don't have maths and science, ideally you don't have much of load. And yes, extracurricular activities as such not needed if you're preparing for CLAT. If you're focusing for entrance-based colleges after 12th, then I don't see the need of doing A level, IB or ISC also. You can stick to HSC. And अब आपको सेफ जोन में रह के एक बार सिक्योर अप कर लेना है तो आप कर लो.
Would you recommend that? Like,
Yeah, you can just fill up the form and submit it. And when your first installment time comes, that time you have to take a final call. And
okay, thank you.
frankly, Pehal, you can personally get in touch with me so we can understand better and I can chalk out accurate plan for you. Understanding your strength, your personality, your innate intelligence, your acquired intelligence, there's lots to it. So there is an enhanced plan, a program which I can do with you, a aptitude test, a psychometric test, and I can give you how you have to function in your 10th, in your 11th, 12th, what entrance exam you have to target, how you have to target at top-notch universities, and how the entire prep work will take place.
So do you recommend doing this with you during 10th or after 10th examinations?
Right now, I am doing career counseling sessions with students in 9th and 10th, because then I will give you a planner for your 9th, for your 10th, 11th, 12th, everything. For next 4 years, you are in a safe zone. And after 12th, I will tell you how to take up your UG program. Profile building के मैं extra sessions लेती हूँ if you're looking at Ashoka, Plaksha or those kind of colleges or foreign universities where you have to work on your profile as well. So there is lots to look at it. Earlier the better. आप 9th में मेरे से ले लोगे, you will have a better vision. 10th में ले लोगे, you will have a better vision. When you know your path, the marathon becomes easier.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Welcome.
Yes, Urvi, you can unmute yourself. Urvi,
Yes,
your
Urvi.
voice is very low. You need to come near the mic. Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, Mr. Mehta. Hello.
Hello. Actually,
Yes.
just a second. आवाज आ रही है आपको अभी?
जी जी.
हाँ बोलिए.
तो मेरा son ना अभी 9th ग्रेड में है. अभी है ना उसका स्कूल IGCSE हो गया है लास्ट ईयर से. तो मेरे को ये जानना था, और जो स्लो लर्नर है तो अभी इसको पहले से ड्रॉप करना है, तो इसकी जगह कौन सा ले सकता है? ऑप्शन कुछ बताइए ना.
अभी वो IGCSE में है.
हाँ, अभी मतलब अब तो 7th standard it was SSC board. From last year it has become IGCSE board.
So, Urvi, we got connected yesterday also on a call. Not a problem. I will solve your query. SSC से IGCSE is a very high rigor. अगर बच्चा कोप अप नहीं कर पा रहा है, simple you can take him back to SSC. Because IGCSE is quite high in rigor. It will be very difficult for a slow learner child to cope up. And especially if you have subjects like maths and science, difficult रहने वाला है बच्चे को. But again, IGCSE का advantage ये है कि it is a very application based study. SSC will be very rote learning. So you have to identify your child कि whether he is comfortable with rote learning or he is comfortable with application and analytical based studies. मैं તમને suggest करी थी कि if you can connect with me directly, I will be able to guide you better.
Yeah, that will be better, ma'am. We will connect directly, so that will you can give me a proper guidance. So,
Yes,
ma'am, when
100%.
we connect you?
You message me on WhatsApp. We will keep it for next week.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, welcome.
Okay, so we
So
have a
I
question before we proceed.
yes,
Yes, Devna.
yes,
Which are good
yes.
schools for CBSE for grade 11 and 12?
Currently, to my knowledge, Podar is pretty good because I am from Western suburbs. So I have this knowledge of Podar school. आप कौन से vicinity में रह रहे हैं और आपके आसपास में कौन से school हैं आप find out कीजिए. CBSE is excellent board if you are going for JEE or NEET kind of prep because it aligns with NCERT books. So Podar is pretty good. And rest you can find in your vicinity. We have a lot of schools in South Bombay. Western suburbs, we have very limited CBSE school, whereas we have more of ICSE school. So you let me know, you can DM me, you can connect with me, and if you have any school suggestion in your mind, I can give you the pros and cons. Ideally, CBSE की faculty आपको अच्छी मिलेगी because CBSE सालों से हमारे कंट्री में एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है एंड दी स्कूल्स आर देयर सिंस मेनी इयर्स तो जनरली आपको सीबीएसई में प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी ऑल स्कूल्स आर गुड ऑल फैकल्टी इज गुड सिलेबस इज एक्सेलेंट IB you have to be careful because it's a new program that has been come in India even A levels में same है जैसे अगर आप CNMS या JV Parekh को consider करोगे then I don't think so the teaching faculty is very good you know so give priority to other schools nahi mil raha hai then you go for these schools but just don't give up on that because I've got some parents I mean I will give you an example last year a very close friend of mine was really struggling she did not secure up ISC Jamnabai then she eventually got ISC humanities and the child was like I don't want to do humanities he wanted to yes you had a question Sakshi कि हमको admission मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा एडमिशन मिल जाएगा पर कभी कभी सब्जेक्ट की आपको चॉइसेस नहीं मिलेंगी लाइक ही वांटेड मैथ हिज मैथ्स वाज वेरी लो सो दे डिड नॉट गिव हिम मैथ दे सेड वी विल नॉट एंड ही सेड नहीं मुझे मैथ्स तो परस्यू करना है देन ही टुक अ शिफ्ट ही वाज ट्राइंग फॉर OIS फिर OIS में उसको नहीं मिला एंड नाउ ही इज डूइंग पोदार में हिज IBDP सो बहुत वो बच्चा रन अराउंड किया एंड फाइनली ही स्टार्टेड स्कूलिंग इन मंथ ऑफ ऑगस्ट he went few days in Jamnabai, then he was lost, then he went to OIS, then again he couldn't cope up, and then eventually he took up in Podar. Podar is one school जो आपको बाद में late भी दे देते हैं admission. So and many a times people have missed upon the admission जैसे उत्पल का open up हो जाएगा and उसका close हो जाएगा by Jan or Jan end, then you cannot get admission there. So be very vigilant, be very mindful. Sakshi just got connected with me 4-5 days back and she's like Devna I'm looking for my own daughter also मैंने एक स्लाइड भी डाला है and बाद में मैं पर्सनल पे भी आपको डेट्स डाल दूंगी कि Jamnabai is opening their application on 8th of September that is on Monday and it is open only till 14th September 8th to 14th September you can make changes with your subjects with your stream me as a mother I also first took up commerce for my own son and then suddenly, something came to me. I went through his psychometric report, biometric report. I just realized he's capable of doing PCM. Within that 1 week, I made a shift to science. So, वो span में 8th September to 14th September, you can make those changes. एक बार आपने submit कर दिया, then the stream changes, subject changes is not possible. So, be very mindful. Now the applications will open up. You have to make your stream selection and subject selections mindfully.
Okay.
Yes, I think I was clear.
Yeah, there is Pooja Kohli who has a question that if I have taken A levels and selected economics, Business studies, psychology, and math with English. Is this a good combination to pursue something in business? Also, which school is best to pursue A levels?
I already answered कि Utpal Sangvi is very good with A levels. Faculty is really very good. You can consider JBCN also and any school around your vicinity. Your combination of subjects when you are looking at business studies, economics is very good. I don't know, has she taken maths?
Yes.
Okay, if you have economics and maths, good to go about. Accounts की कोई जरूरत खास है नहीं. So that's very much okay. So these are two core subjects I was looking at. If you have computer science in your school and if your child is willing to take, I will strongly suggest go for computer science. नहीं है तो nevertheless, economics and maths is good to go with.
Okay.
Rest all subjects are also good.
Okay. So we have a question by Pooja Gangwani. Pooja, you can unmute yourself and speak.
Yeah, so I have a question. Sorry, I'm like in between a lot of things, but I have a question that's saying that say the kid is like not sure of which board they want to do. So does it make sense filling forms of all different boards in different school? Like Jamna Bai, ISC is difficult to get in. So can we do ISC commerce is difficult to get in. So can we fill in for humanities as well as commerce? And
Yes, the combination is available, but please hold on to math.
yeah, but can we fill two forms, like one for commerce, one for humanity? Maybe we just get into humanity and not get into commerce.
No, you cannot fill two forms. You can fill with different combination of commerce and humanity subjects.
Because I spoke to somebody and they said that, to get into commerce in JNS
It's
is
very
difficult.
difficult.
So the subject
Yes,
difference
there are
humanities and
there are
commerce is
six
not much a difference.
there are six division.
Yeah.
There are six divisions in Jamnabai and three divisions are commerce.
Okay. So
Yeah, so
she was suggesting that, instead of applying for commerce, you apply for humanity because the subject difference is only one. So
yes.
most of the
What I
subjects
will
are
suggest, Pooja, अगर आप humanities भी ले रहे हो ना तो maths को hold on करना. You can take humanities with maths. And if you have an option of economics, please hold on to economics and maths.
yeah,
Then whether
but
you take rest of the subjects of commerce or humanities doesn't matter because in future, if you're looking at commerce field with economics and maths, you can move further.
yeah, but my question again is like, can we fill in two
Two
forms
forms.
of
I I don't know. You can try. I'm not very sure. This part I can reconnect with you and confirm with you. मुझे उसका 100% surety नहीं
like
है.
even if a child is not sure between ISC and IBDP, so can I fill in IBDP also and ISC also of the same child in the same school?
IBDP के लिए तो आपको वैसे भी entrance exam देना है
हाँ
JNIS के लिए.
हाँ हाँ, पर वही at the
हाँ
same
हाँ.
time we can apply
Yes
for
yes.
ISC also.
यस यस आईबीडीपी आप अप्लाई कीजिए उसका एंट्रेंस एग्जाम दे दीजिए आईएससी भी आप अप्लाई कीजिए दो फॉर्म्स एक्सेप्टेबल है कि नहीं है आई एम नॉट वेरी मच 100%
Yeah.
श्योर इफ यू सबमिशन करने के टाइम आपके दोनों फॉर्म्स जा रहे हैं तो आप सबमिट कर दीजिए आई डोंट सी एनी हार्म इन दैट
Okay, okay.
And if you are taking humanities also, please stick to maths and economics. अगर
Yeah.
economics का option just in case नहीं है, maths को hold on करना, because
Yeah.
नहीं तो आप NPAT नहीं दे सकेंगे. NPAT is for NMIMS. So please
Okay.
hold on to maths. All parents and students be very mindful. Maths को आप drop नहीं करना, नहीं तो आप NMIMS में कोई भी program नहीं कर पाओगे, which are commerce oriented.
Mm-hmm.
There are programs where without maths you can go ahead and NPAT आप दे सकते हो. If also you have not taken maths in 11th and 12th, but it will be a struggle. So please hold on to maths. And agar maths is a big struggle, just take up HSC. Because
So,
HSC
Devna,
maths is
when you
quite
mentioned that
smooth.
maths can be done in another form also, like the NIOS. So what if a child
Yes.
is not good in maths, or suppose for the admission's sake, like if
Hmm.
the marks in the ninth and the 10th grade of the child is low, so they do
Hmm.
not choose maths as an option so that they get admission in that school and then do maths
Hmm.
as an NIOS. Does it still carry the same weightage?
There are 2-3 points I would want to tell you. एक तो बच्चे को आप मैथ्स कराइए चाहिए तो एक्स्ट्रा कोचिंग डाल देना बच्चे मैनेज कर देंगे मेरे ख्याल से कोई बच्चा मैथ्स में एज सच वीक नहीं होता है दे आर लेजी मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम दे आर नॉट प्रैक्टिसिंग इफ दे प्रैक्टिस दे कैन कोप अप any board they can cope up, whether it is ISC, A level or IB. आप थोड़ा extra spend कर देना, coaching डाल देना, and see to it every day the child is solving maths. Another question, NIOS is not acceptable by all schools. So I don't think so. You know, IBDP के स्कूल में आप जाएंगे, JNIS, OIS में या धीरूभाई में, and आप बोलोगे कि मैं ऐसे नहीं है NIOS का पाथ लूंगी. I don't think so it's going to work. I had a student from SIES college, which is in Sion. He was doing HSC and he had dropped his maths. उसके कॉलेज ने NIOS को एक्सेप्ट किया. HSC बोर्ड एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, बट IB, A level and ISC करेंगे नहीं करेंगे, I'm not 100% sure. You have to mail to school. You have to get connected with the authorities and find out. So NIOS path वो लेते हैं जो end moment में realize करते हैं कि maths नहीं हुआ है, now I want maths. Starting से don't keep a NIOS plan. And the safest zone is take up HSC.
Okay.
Because maths level of HSC is very low. So there are three things to look at it. First, बच्चे को extra coaching करवा दो और कोई भी board ले लो. Second, NIOS is not accepted by any board or any school. Not sure. You have to find out with your school. Third, HSC करवा दीजिए. I have got some students who have LD, learning disability. They can manage maths. I helped one student. He was having learning disability. So he did not take up the rigor of ISC, A level and IBDP. He stuck around with HSC. HSC maths is quite manageable.
So there is another question by Komal Bhandari. If we do not want to send our child abroad, which board is ideal?
You can IBDP और A levels को तो आप मत ही consider करना. Very good question and very simple answer to it. अगर आपको बच्चे को स्कूल के environment में रखना है, then you can continue with ISC. I personally wanted the disciplined life for my child, so I preferred ISC for my kid कि वो एक टाइम पे स्कूल एंटर करेगा एंड स्कूल बेल के बाद ही बाहर निकलेगा. He will be wearing uniform, टाइम मैनेजमेंट थोड़ा रहेगा. HSC में बच्चे मुझे लगते हैं बहुत लॉस्ट हो जाते हैं. Randomly they are going to college, bunking college. हालांकि if you're looking at NM and Mithivai, they are very strict with attendance. So, you know, children not wholeheartedly, but in compulsion have to go because they are very strict with the attendance part. They don't allow you to sit for exam and बहुत परेशानी होती है. So, अगर abroad आपको नहीं भेजना है, स्कूल का environment देना है, take up A levels, take up ISC. If suits your pocket, take IB. And college environment चाहिए, liberty देनी है बच्चे को, then take up HSC. Not a problem.
Okay, there is one more question which has come in private chat. Suppose a child is inclined to sports, okay, who wants to make a career in sports, say football, say swimming, or any other sport that they like. What is a board that they can choose up to so that they can stick to their practice as well and they can still manage to complete their education?
Okay, there are two ways to look at it. If your child is really very good with, say, for example, football and can represent school and going for competitive exam, then you can definitely look at IBDP, A level or ISC. This will be feather on a hat if the child is doing sports. Admission for foreign universities will become much better if you're playing at say state level, national level and lot of competitions में आप हो और अगर आप स्कूल को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हो. मेरी खुद की कजिन है, उसका बेटा करंटली JNS में ISC कर रहा है and he is in the football team. So probably chances are there. Abroad applications के लिए बहुत अच्छा plus point हो जाता है. And if you don't want to send your child abroad or profile की कोई खास जरूरत नहीं है, then HSC is good to go about. And if the child needs a lot of time for practice and going for a lot of competition, traveling to different cities, then go for HSC. और HSC में भी आप पहले से ही college को inform करना that my child is at this level, so admission attendance में waiver दें.
Okay, so sports does have an additional value, even like suppose if the child is not inclined to study so much and is more inclined towards sports, then probably HSC is a good option to go ahead with, right?
Yes, HSC is good and आगे जाके आप simple BCom या BMS जैसे simple plan को hold on कीजिए. Don't take too much of rigor. या arts भी ले लिया बच्चे ने, doesn't matter. If the child is really growing in sports field, I don't see any problem. In fact, बच्चे कितने बार arts ले लेते हैं, psychology को ले लेते हैं and future में they pursue sports psychology. अगर आप management जैसे कोई program को ले लोगे जैसे कि BMS को, then you can go for sports management. So you are holding on to your core of sports and then making a shift to sports management or sports psychology. So however, whatever is comfortable for you.
So sports also has a scope ahead. I just want to understand because not everybody is going
Yes.
to reach a state level or at some level, but playing football or playing any sport,
So
is there
my
career
answer
scope?
is
Yeah, is there a
yes,
scope for?
my आंसर इज वेरी सिंपल. अगर आप कॉम्पिटिशन्स के लिए जा रहे हो और बहुत ज्यादा टाइम नहीं है, देन स्टिक अराउंड टू HSC. But if you are looking at abroad universities, then try going in ISC or A level and represent school. Because and even if you're looking at Ashoka, Plaksha, Flame, जहाँ पे आपकी प्रोफाइल बिल्डिंग की नीड होती है, वहां पे अगर आपका फुटबॉल या आई मीन व्हाटएवर स्पोर्ट्स का आपका एड ऑन्स रहेगा, तो जो जो कॉलेजेस में विदाउट एंट्रेंस एंड ऑन प्रोफाइल एडमिशन मिलती है, देन स्पोर्ट्स इज अ वेरी गुड प्लेटफॉर्म थ्रू विच यू कैन टेक एडमिशन. बट जो कॉलेजेस में एंट्रेंस बेस्ड होते हैं एडमिशंस, देन स्पोर्ट्स कहीं नहीं दिखने वाला है. एंड सिंपल पाथ ये रहेगा कि यू कैन टेक HSC if you just want to be in India, and then you do a BMS program or arts or something. In fact, actually, you remember we had take an interview of one of the student who is pursuing sports, and she's in Indian cricket team, women Indian cricket team. Very proud feeling, very sweet child. She was 19-year-old, and she's doing a basic program from, I think, Jai Hind College or
Yes.
something. Yes, and she's holding on to a very simple program, maybe BCom or something like that.
Yeah.
So she just wants that graduation certificate in her hand, but she wants to play for Indian cricket team, and she's already under 19 May playing for women leagues, women Premier League.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there are career scopes irrespectively, even if they choose sports, right? Like future
100%
after completing.
जो बच्चे स्पोर्ट्स के तरफ इंक्लाइंड है ना, टेक अ स्मूदर पाथ. आप HSC ले लो, एंड जो थोड़े ओल्ड एज करियर्स हमारे टाइम में थे, लाइक अ BCom और BMS or something, don't give too much of rigor to that child if the child wants to make career in sports. And if he's just playing for passion or as a hobby, then also you should be taking a smoother path. But if you are wanting him to go abroad and do some finance program or something like that, then I will suggest you go for a good board. And personally get connected with me. I will be able to guide you better.
Okay, since we've removed the topic of HSC right now, I think you explained very clearly the three boards. Can you just very shortly introduce HSC? Like we are all aware of HSC, but just there are some parents
Yes.
who might be looking forward for information of HSC as well.
So you know what? I have put the CBSE slide, HSC slide, and then HSC integrated. If quickly I can just go through these
Yeah.
slides, you will have better understanding. And the good news is I'm going to share this entire folder with you on WhatsApp. So parents can refer this. I will kindly request that don't circulate it much and keep it to yourself for your reference, because I'm giving this to the webinar attendees. And additional ebook also you would be getting. So you're going to get a lot of resources from my end. So right now I will just go back to where I had left. I will be a little quick, but you will get a glimpse of what I'm trying to put it across. So CBSE board, as I said, are already there in South Bombay. There are a lot of CBSE board in Delhi and other cities. It is recognized all over India. Very good curriculum if you're preparing for JEE, NEET, even NDA or CUET. So national defense में जाना है or something like that, then CBSE can work wonderful. It's considered a very good board if parents have like continuous transfer. If your job demands transfer, then CBSE board is available all around the country. So very good board to look at. आप JEE या NEET की prep work करोगे, no need of doing integrated also. CBSE will cover up your syllabus. So largest network is there, competitive exams you can deal with, quite balanced curriculum. Difficulty level is moderate, not as high as it is in IB or ISC, accepted by all universities. So if you're looking at government colleges or something like that, then it can work wonderful. It is quite like rote learning, because when you're preparing for JEE or NEET, then there would be like quite a lot of rote learning. Less depth in humanities and arts. So if you are a humanities or arts person, CBSE, as I said, is very much JEE and NEET concentrated. Also for commerce and maths, it's good to go with. But arts and creative field में CBSE आपको बहुत अच्छा exposure नहीं देगा. And it is recognized abroad also. Higher grades में the pressure is quite high. So if you're already in CBSE, I will suggest continue with CBSE 11, 12. You will be in your comfort zone. Don't make a switch. CBSE is a good board. What is HSC integrated? HSC integrated is when you're preparing for JEE and NEET kind of program. You have Allen, you have Akash, you have FitG, you have PACE, Champion, Mindsetter, बहुत सारे हैं जो आपको सिर्फ PCM या PCB की तैयारी कराएंगे पूरे 11th and 12th में. As a mother also, I've gone through this journey. My elder son was preparing for JEE. The entire 11th and 12th, he was with PACE Institute, which is in Andheri. And college आपका सिर्फ नाम के लिए होता है. They sometimes just call you. So PACE Institute had their college just behind their coaching class. तो कभी कभी वो लोग कॉलेज में लेके जाते थे just when you have your vivas or practicals. Otherwise HSC की पढ़ाई कुछ नहीं होती है. आप जब जेई की तैयारी करते हो, it's a big umbrella. It covers up all the entrance exams of engineering. Whether you talk about BITSAT, you talk about Vellore, you talk about Manipal, SRM, MHT, CET, सब कुछ आपका जेई के अंडर कवर अप हो जाएगा. एंड कॉलेज HSC आपको नहीं अटेंड करना पड़ेगा. ओनली HSC का बोर्ड एग्जाम देना पड़ेगा. Quite a lot of rigor is needed. Children are studying around 6 hours in classes and additional 6 to 7 hours at home. My own son used to study for 12 to 14 hours every single day. And he got a 99 percentile in JEE mains. And currently he's pursuing his mechanical engineering in BITS Pilani. So when the child is very sure, in fact मेरा बेटा मुझे हमेशा बोलता है मम्मा जो बच्चे PCM के लिए बहुत inclined होते हैं और जो इंजीनियरिंग के लिए बहुत inclined होते हैं, they never even need career counseling. So this is not me who is talking, this is my son talking. He's like, Mama, those who are very sure about PCM, those who are very sure that I want to pursue core engineering, there is no if and but in their life. They will give their heart and soul. Even 12 hours, 14 hours of studies is a very small thing for such child. My own son never went for any birthday parties, movies. I used to feel he's living a very dungeon life. One thing he continuously kept on doing was like cycling, because we also had COVID time that time, and he really shooted up in his height. So that was the only activity he was doing. Generally, children in this case are very studious, very introvert, and they are just very much, academic oriented. So if you see these traits in your child, you can consider it. Otherwise, nowadays I see very handful students pursuing JEE path because it's going to be very demanding and challenging. So these are some pros and cons which are quite self-explanatory. You can go through them. If ever you have any question, you can get connected with me. इसमें बच्चा स्कूल से बिल्कुल कनेक्टेड नहीं होता है, कोई एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज नहीं होता है. इट इज अ वेरी क्लैस्ट्रोफोबिक एनवायरनमेंट. एज एन आप सिर्फ पढ़ाई कर रहे हो. बच्चों के कभी कभी ऐसे फेजेस आते हैं. आई हैव बीन डीलिंग विद सम स्टूडेंट्स एट टाइम्स वेयर आई एम जस्ट गिविंग देम स्टडी स्ट्रेटजीज. दे आर फीलिंग वेरी लो बिकॉज द ग्राफ गोज डाउन. फेजेस आते हैं. देन अगेन द ग्राफ गोज अप. कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल कम हो जाता है. बहुत डीमोटिवेशन आता है because it is one of the most difficult exam in the world, JEE and even NEET to certain extent. And yes, again, if you are planning a CA or a CLAT also, then you can go for a HSC integrated. आपके coaching class वाले ही आपको HSC का certificate दे देंगे. So just go through that. And simple HSC board is for those students जिनको बहुत rigor नहीं चाहिए, बहुत मेहनत नहीं करनी है. Of course, for LD students who have learning disability, then I strongly suggest कि please stick to HSC because और कोई board वो cope up नहीं कर पाएंगे. And if you feel that the child doesn't want too much of hard work, then HSC board is quite a lot manageable. If you're looking at BSc program, pure science kind of program, then also HSC board can work brilliant. But then you have to hold on to science. And if maths is a struggle, as Sakshi in between had put कि मेरी बेटी को maths में इतने अच्छे grades नहीं आते हैं, और अगर उसको बहुत struggle नहीं करना है, then she can take up HSC. But if she's just doing this out of laziness या clumsy है बच्चा, then put for a good board and put for some classes. थोड़ा push दो. If you feel थोड़ा push का need है, दे दो. बट लग रहा है कि बिल्कुल नहीं कोप अप कर पा रहा है, जैसे कि आई टोल्ड यू वन चाइल्ड हैड लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटी, उसको कितना भी हम पुश देंगे वोंट बी एबल टू कोप अप, देन फॉर सच चाइल्ड HSC वर्क्स बेस्ट. सो फॉर दिस ऑल्सो देर आर सम प्रोज एंड कॉन्स. ऐसा नहीं है कि यू कैन नॉट गो अब्रॉड बाय डूइंग HSC, you can still go, but ISC, IB, A level will have upper edge over state board. And be very mindful, if you're taking HSC, go to a good college. मैं लिटरली इन सिंपल वर्ड, सॉरी फॉर अ स्लैंग वर्ड, बट मैं बोलती हूँ ऐसे चप्पल कॉलेज में मत जाइए आप. Some ordinary colleges, please don't go. If you're going for HSC also, be mindful in selecting a college, because then it will affect your personality altogether if you're going like in a very mediocre and an ordinary college. So go for high-end colleges, Jai Hind, KC, HR, MMK is also decent enough. Mithibai, NM. These are some of the best. Xavier's. These are some of the best colleges if you're looking at HSC. So these are some 7-8 colleges that you should be targeting. Rahejas or this Andrews, Rotumbara, they are like little, low level. They come in second tier colleges. The first tier colleges is Jai Hind, HR, KC, and Mithibai, NM, MMK, National are good to go about because we are in Western suburb. And yes, please be very mindful when you are taking HSC college. बहुत दूर मत लेना, because then again traveling becomes a big glitch. Like for example, आप कुछ मलाड में रह रहे हो, अंधेरी गोरेगांव में रह रहे हो, and then you're targeting in Jai Hind, which is in Churchgate. So, ideally a child will be spending 2 hours in traveling. Might as well in that 2 hours you can do something productive. I myself, I'm an ex-Jai Hindite. And I used to cross 11 stations in my times when I was, giving my college in late 90s. So I used to keep on counting every station that, ab mera college aayega. We did not have any mobile phones for entertainment. So it used to become very taxing. And the child gets sometimes so disheartened that I have to travel so much. Look at Mumbai traffic, look at Mumbai trains. If the commuting is through metro, then I think you should go ahead with. But local trains is a big no, according to me. So don't go for very, distant colleges. Go for colleges or schools which are in your vicinity. Avoid traffic, avoid the struggle that the child will have to go through. So that is something simple and personal, nothing related to board. आप कोई भी school, कोई भी college कर रहे हो, try to do it in your vicinity. So these are some pros and cons of HSC board. Again, I will repeat, if you are preparing for JEE, NEET, then you go for an integrated HSC. If you're doing CLAT or CA, just go for normal HSC. This is some timeline I have given you for Jamnabai. As per my research, these are the dates that I have given, but still I will suggest you visit the website. For Jamnabai, Monday, the forms will be issued. Until 14th, there is a deadline. For entrance exam, the timeline that I can see is October 4, but still you visit the website. This is for IB. And then Oberoi International, I cannot see anything. It's not publicly issued, but still visit the website. In the later months, they will be putting. Dhirubhai Ambani is going to open in month of October, but I will still suggest that I think this is the old record of 24 or 25 का एक बार फिर से check करना, because September में Dhirubhai also opens. From one school, only one student is taken. So Dhirubhai is highly competitive for IB. So chances are very bleak. This is one college in Mulund, NES, which is National Education Society. Ecomondial, you just get it like walk-in. I don't think so they have any entrance exam. JBCN also, I don't think so there is any entrance exam as such. It's only Jamnabai and Dhirubhai which takes entrance exam for international curriculum, that is IB. Other schools, as per my knowledge, I don't think so there are any entrance exam, but still please visit the website. Because later you should not come to me and say कि ma'am you had not informed us. आप जो भी स्कूल को टारगेट कर रहे हो उसके वेबसाइट्स को प्लीज खुला रखो, चेक करते रहो every single day. And अगर आपको और भी क्वेश्चंस है तो put a mail to them, and if their phone numbers are given, you call them on the helplines and find out exact dates and applications. Don't miss on anything, because I am dealing with a lot of parents, so it's practically not possible for me. I keep on putting updates in my career groups, and as much as possible I keep on imparting quite a lot of things. But we have JE things, NEET entrance, and a lot of things as a career counselor I'm handling, so very difficult for me to keep a track of all dates of application and deadlines. As parents, as students, you have to be mindful and just be very vigilant about it. So, and HSC admission will be through cap rounds. So जैसे ही आपके 10th के results आ जाएंगे, online you have to apply, and cap round 1, cap round 2, cap round 3, ऐसे करके आप अपने preferences डाल सकते हो colleges के. And whenever you get your choice of college, you can just take up the admission. Quite simple and quite manageable. You can stay connected with me for further guidance if you're looking at HSC admissions. So I take up counseling session for this particular milestone, and the program is called Career Craft, where I take a short assessment of MCQ. The duration is just 20 minutes. I can share this short assessment online also. The original price is 7,999, but because you all are attendees of this webinar, it is 4,999 for you. I will share a pre-counseling form. I will share this assessment. It's a simple MCQ. Once the assessment is over, we can have online or offline counseling with me, where you can put several questions, whatever you have. I will be guiding you on board selection, subject selection, and somewhere I will give you glimpse of further how to choose your career. So this is your first milestone. Be very vigilant. If you're 100% sure about your stream and subject, please go ahead and take decision by yourself. If you have little confusion also, I will strongly suggest that you get connected with me. आगे जाके आपको वैसे भी फीस के लाखों रुपए खर्च करने हैं, so a small expense should not be a hurdle to you. Yes, Jingle, just one sec. I just have one or two more slides to finish, and then I will take up proper Q&A with everyone.
Yeah, sure,
Connect with
ma'am.
me.
Thanks.
Yes, connect with me for free 30-minute consultation where I will be explaining you. Complimentary ebook आपको immediately मिल जाएगा after the webinar is over. I will discuss about how I take the psychometric test, how I take a biometric test. So अब तक आपका one level finish हुआ है, first milestone finish हुआ है, as in after 10th, which board to take, which subject to take. बट वहां पे एक फुल स्टॉप नहीं आ जाता है, आगे जाके देयर आर लॉट ऑफ अदर थिंग्स, हाउ यू हैव टू फंक्शन इन 11th and 12th, what entrance exams you have to consider, how you have to target top notch colleges of Mumbai or India. Everything will be covered up, which I will explain you during this 30 minutes, and I will try to understand the child also. And if you want to take up further career counseling after this, then those would be at additional cost. So this is how I do with a lot of students of mine. This is me. So I'm based in Santa Cruz East. My office is in Santa Cruz East. So we can have our offline session also whenever you wish to. And my sessions are not time bound. So I'm not going to keep you on timer. When we will have an offline session, at my end, I will give you a customized PDF. I will give you complimentary ebook. I will give you a lot of other resources. And I will give you WhatsApp support and hand holding till the time child joins a UG program. So whenever you are putting any questions, and you will also be there in my free community group. I think already quite a lot of people, students and parents are there in my free community group where I keep on putting career updates at regular interval. So just a small introduction of mine. Sakshi, thank you so much. She's been a big support. She's my spine. And because of her, I'm conducting this webinar. She's one amazing person and fantastic soul. She's running Blissfully Soulful. She's a mindset coach. So if you are struggling with your teenager's mental state or anything like that, you can get connected with her. She will make sure that the child is dealing with all these mental issues and problems very smoothly. She's doing fantastic. And Sakshi, would you want to highlight something that what you're doing for teenage kids or even mothers or in general?
So honestly, yes, we are dealing with a lot of issues, whether it comes to studies related, which kids are not yet focusing on. But apart from study based, when issues are coming with their friends, when issues are coming in their social circle, it may be direct, it may be indirect, but there are a lot of things that they are coping with, and I try to figure out those things with them, being a friend, being a coach at that point of time, how they can sort these things and all. So yes, I'm dealing with parents and students as well. And one thing I would like to say is, we as parents and we have so many dreams for our children. I'm speaking from the space where my daughter herself is in the 10th grade and I have to take the crucial decision of, which board to take, which school to send her. We really need to keep aside of what we are expecting from the child. We have to understand their emotional stability. We need to understand their capability. We need to understand their interest, which is going to help them grow in life and not cut their wings or be those people in life who are, probably not allowing them to grow because their choices are different than what we think or what we have thought in life. So there are chances, possibilities where they do make mistakes in their choices, but as parents, stand by them, help them to learn from their mistakes as well, rather than just saying that this is the right thing for you to do and this is what you have to do. So there are times where it's very difficult. I know there are a lot of financial mistakes also happen because you're choosing a board, you're choosing a subject, you're choosing some direction for them, and it doesn't work out for them. But yet, at the end of the day, it's the mental, emotional stability of the child that is going to help them grow. And the support from the parents is something that they are seeking for, which they are not directly telling us. So, how we can be there for them is very important.
वेरी
So,
वेल
that is
पुट. आई थिंक सब बच्चों की हैप्पीनेस को और व्हाट दे लव टू डू उसको आप प्लीज इंपॉर्टेंस दीजिए. लेट्स नॉट इम्पोज थिंग्स ऑन देम. today offbeat careers also students are doing wonderful. I won't be surprised if a child is wanting to become a YouTube blogger or
Yeah.
an Insta influencer or a makeup artist, gym instructor, yoga instructor, or something like that. These are such offbeat careers, but they are like really evolving, and they are just going so fantastic. Even doctor or engineer cannot make so much what these creative people are doing. So just support your child in whatever the child wishes to do. So very well put, Sakshi. If you're in Western suburbs, we are like in Santa Cruz Khar area, so it's very easy for us to connect offline also, and otherwise online. तो आप कोई भी part of Mumbai में हो. In fact, I've been counseling students from different cities and different countries as well. So that shouldn't be a problem because today digitally we can connect with anyone, any part of the world. If also you're working parent and you cannot give that much time, हम online anytime connect हो सकते हैं. If it is at odd hour of 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I have sometimes counseled at 11 p.m. also in the night. अगर next day कुछ deadlines आ जाती हैं या कोई applications आ जाती हैं, तो we have to be like very quick in that. So thank you for your attention and so much of patience in hearing us out. So now I would want to take up more and more questions. The platform is all yours. So
Just
parents,
before we
yes.
proceed, I would like to add one more thing that as parents, we might have been successful, we might have had ups and downs in our journey. But when we cross our 40s and we are coming towards our 50s in this journey, we realize that happiness or the peace of mind is the main criteria of our life. And by the time we understand it's already so late that we have to keep working so hard. So why not help our children to start this journey at an early age? So yeah, with this we have one question from Pooja Gangwani. She's been waiting on the chat. Yes, Pooja.
Yeah, I have a question. Actually, previous question I forgot to tell you. Thanks. I think someone else started talking. So thank you so much for this webinar, Sakshi and
Dev.
Demi. Dev,
Dev.
Devna.
so much. Um, I have a question. So for these entrance exams, since kids who want to go for IBDP and they are in ICSE board, how do what do they expect out of this entrance exam? What kind of questions would they come, or is there anybody who can train them for like give them a little gif key, what would be asked in such kind of entrance exam? So can you guide me on that? Like, do they need to prepare anything or they can just go
So
blank?
Pooja, which entrance exams you're talking in particular?
IBDP for JNS because
The
Jane,
interviews.
okay. I thought you're talking after 12th का entrance
नहीं
exam.
नहीं
ठीक है, 10th में जो entrance exam धीरूभाई और जमुनाबाई में होते हैं, they are very generic. They are English, maths, LR, that's logical reasoning, verbal reasoning. These are the questions, and some are application-based questions. You will have quite a lot of questions from the curriculum that the child has done in past in their 8th, 9th standard and 10th standard. So all in all, very logical, calculative, maths भी होगा, logical reasoning भी होगा, English भी होगा. So manageable, but if the child is good critical and analytical thinker, will be able to perform better. As I said, धीरूभाई में तो एक स्कूल से एक ही बच्चा जाता है, तो किसी को मिल गया तो मतलब आप उसको ग्रैब ही कर देना. One of the student I counseled from CNMS, not CNMS, JV Parekh, and he got into Dhirubhai. So said no looking back, Dhirubhai is one of the best school for IB,
okay.
ranking number 1.
Is there any training session
Yeah, so it's manageable. The test is manageable.
who help them,
No, not really.
prepare for
No,
kind of
not really, Pooja. You have given me an idea to start up with a course because I'm actually well aware. Maybe in future I will consider, but currently,
all
not to my
this,
knowledge, anyone conducting or
after seeing all this,
sorry.
I should start this and help so many kids do this.
Yeah, Devna, you can start it.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I will because आपने ये question डाला and it just that brainstorming हुआ कि I should be considering it.
Yes, you should. Because I think there are many kids who
Yes.
help for these kind of things because they are so blank, they're coming from different boards and going for a different board entrance exam where they don't know what will be asked.
Yes. So right now we have very short span of time because anytime soon the applications will open up.
Yes.
But probably in long run I will definitely consider it.
ठीक है. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes, Jingle, you can ask your question.
Hi, ma'am, again. I just wanted to know, should I wait till she gets into ninth grade to do the aptitude test, or
Should I consider doing it right away? She's just entered 8th grade at the moment.
You can always wait and do it in ninth also. Only if you had subject selection criteria in your 8th standard कि ninth में आपको कौन कौन से subjects लेने हैं. If you're in ICSE and math science का question mark है, then I will suggest you connect with me because recently I also counseled some 8th standard students because they wanted the decision of whether to pick up science or drop science. So अगर वैसा question mark है, then we will definitely need to conduct a test. But if you're 100% sure and child is okay to continue with science till 10th, then I don't see a need of doing in 8th standard. You can always connect with me in 9th also.
All right, ma'am. So yeah, she's definitely sure. Math science लेना ही है. She's not dropping for sure.
Then it's okay. Then 9th is good time to connect and take up career counseling.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks.
Most welcome.
Thank you.
There is one question by Yachna, which I'm not very aware when she put it up. What age group does this assessment? I'm not sure what is this question. Yachna, can you come on, unmute yourself?
Yeah, hi. Thank you so much for the
Hi.
session. It was quite informative. I was asking for the assessment only. She had put up like a 20-minute assessment. So I was just wondering that what age group that a child should undergo that assessment.
Any 9th or 10th standard students can take that up.
Okay. Because even
Yes.
my daughter, there's a confusion because she's strong in history, geography, PCM also. So she's not very sure. She's in a 8th standard. So I was wondering if I can take that assessment now to gauge what
Yes,
kind of
if you are
subjects she should take in class 9.
yes, अगर आप शिफ्ट ऑफ बोर्ड भी सोच रहे हो देन टेक अप द असेसमेंट एज एन अगर आईजीसीएसई में जाना है एंड आईसीएसई से शिफ्ट लेना है देन वी कैन स्टार्ट राइट नाउ ओनली and any confusion is there, I have several short tests and assessments and aptitude tests which I can conduct. So why
Okay.
do people come to a career counselor only when you have a confusion?
Of
कोई भी
course,
पाथ पे
yeah.
कोई भी milestone cross करने में confusion है then only you connect with me. Just now I spoke to Jingle Sangvi. She said she's 100% sure with maths and science. So then this is not needed, but other things will be required as in after 10th how she has to function.
Okay.
So कहाँ पे भी आपको career confusion है, please connect with me.
Okay, thank you so much.
Then the standard and grade is like not a criteria. We should connect and get the clarity.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Most welcome, Vyachna.
I have one question. Okay, so for example, some parents have a mindset that I want to put my child in this particular school, or these are the set of schools that I want to put my child in. I cannot put in any other school. Now, in that criteria, what becomes more important? The subjects become more important to choose, or the school? How do you decide on that frame line? You understanding my question?
Yes, very good question. Very good question. प्लीज सब्जेक्ट्स को पहले प्रायोरिटी देना. जैसे कि अगर आप कॉमर्स ओरिएंटेड हो तो इकोनॉमिक मैथ्स शुड बी योर कोर सब्जेक्ट. देन वेदर यू आर डूइंग एचएससी और डूइंग आईएससी ए लेवल व्हाटएवर, क्योंकि आगे जाके इसके ही बेसिस पे यू विल बी टेकिंग अप योर यूजी प्रोग्राम. Likewise, be very mindful when you're taking your science subjects also. As I got connected to two people, one was a doctor already, so she knows the importance of biology. But again, the child doesn't want to get into hardcore NEET kind of prep work. But you have to hold on to biology because biology बहुत जरूरी है अगर आपको pure science भी करना है और elite science भी करना है. So whether you're doing your biology from again HSC, IB, A level really doesn't matter. But yes, आप 5 स्टार होटल में खाना खाने जाओगे, द फील इज डिफरेंट, द एम्बियंस इज डिफरेंट, द क्राउड इज डिफरेंट. जो बच्चा 12 लाख की फीस देके 22 लाख फॉर 2 years दे के आता है, देन देयर इज क्रीम क्राउड. योर एल्यूमिनाई एंड एवरीथिंग गेट्स सो स्ट्रॉन्ग. So definitely then you have to look at school and look at environment. Already अगर आपका बच्चा एक अच्छे स्कूल में जा रहा है, like I have known some student, they were in JBCN and suddenly they went to HSC. They found it so mediocre. They just didn't like the feel of it. हमने हमारे बच्चे को अगर पहले से ही प्लेटर देके रखा है और एक गुड एनवायरनमेंट दिया है, वो क्रीम क्राउड दिया है, सडनली दे विल नॉट लाइक द क्राउड विच इज बिलो देयर लेवल. दे वोंट बी एबल टू कनेक्ट. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि इसमें कोई रिच या पुअर का डिस्टिंग्विश कर रही हूँ, बट वी आवरसेल्फ वी कनेक्ट विथ लाइक माइंडेड पीपल. सो वो क्रीम क्राउड आपको अच्छे स्कूल्स में मिलेगा, अच्छे कॉलेजेस में मिलेगा. So where the fees is high, the crowd is automatically good. वो directly proportional हो जाता है. Higher the fees, better is the crowd. Lower the fees, ordinary is the crowd. So उस केस में then
is it okay to compromise a subject then?
मैथ्स को प्लीज मत कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना.
Oh,
Because I have seen lot of errors happening, lot of traumatic parents have come to me, and then their child wants to pursue something. I also got a child who said I want to become a pilot, but 9th 10th में उसने science maths दोनों drop कर दिया. Now how will the child become pilot? So please don't do that kind of suddenly बच्चे 10th के बाद कुछ और interest दिखाते हैं, and then they don't have those kind of subjects with them. So be very mindful why I have reached to a base level. See, you will get career counselors who are talking about 11th 12th UG program, pushing you for abroad studies, trying to make big bucks. I am not into that, because as a parent I myself had a lot of questions in my mind. So I'm going to the root level and solving them so that those errors don't happen at your end. So be very mindful in selecting your stream and subjects. Give priority to subjects and then give priority to your school and college, but go for a good level of school and college, not a very ordinary one.
thank you so much. Is anyone
Most
else with a
welcome.
question would like to say something? Okay,
So
so
we
I
have
think,
good,
yeah,
yeah,
we are
we have quite a
good.
lot of people, 17 people. So parents, we can stay connected on this group, high school pathway. And I'm going to put the slides which I have put today in the webinar. So that would be included. You will get a ebook, complimentary ebook. I have given some list of good best IB schools and ISC schools, A level वो book में सब information है. FAQs भी है, frequently asked questions. तो जहाँ पे भी आपको confusion होएगा, you can go through that ebook. I will suggest see that ebook on your laptop and not on your mobile phone. And please connect with me in between also. If you have any question, you can message me. I will reply you. I will also put a link of my community group. So you have a free access to it. There are already around 280, 278, 280 people, where I keep on putting career updates and webinars of various universities, and a lot of things are happening on that group. And I will offer you 30-minute free consultation where I will try to understand the background of the child. And I will also explain you further process. अगर आपको ये वाला process लेना है of selecting board and subjects, I can help you in that also at cost of 4,999. And if further guidance आपको चाहिए as in 11th 12th में how to function, and after 12th how to target the colleges and do the prep work for entrance exam, everything will be covered up with me. I have already counseled more than 200 students. Before that I was in teaching profession, so for me this transition was smoother, because from teaching to career counseling I started understanding psychology of students very well. And I'm a certified career counselor. I have done it in after COVID time, and also as a mother, I have been a very hands-on mother, and personally I have experienced, you won't believe, like you parents, I used to keep calling my friends and ask कौन से classes में डालूं, कौन से tuition में डालूं. I feel very proud, both my kids have never gone for any coaching class till grade 10th. I had put for some this test series in grade 10th, just for that rigor and just for that fear. So parents used to call me and then they tell me, Devna, you have not enrolled for the classes. You are not going to this particular teacher for this and all. I said, I'm not in the rat race. बच्चों में ना fear मत create करो. Try to put child in self-study mode. The more they will get into self-study mode, they will be able to perform better. So I'm not saying no for coaching classes, but just don't push for everything. Like history, geography is such self-study kind of subject. So don't put them for every tuition classes. And then I'm seeing that children are running from pillar to post for this class, that class, and at the end of the day, they are totally exhausted. So उनको self-study का time ही नहीं मिलता है. So a lot of strategies I can help you with at my end. And as I said, with my children, I have experienced so many things. So, if you go probably to other career counselors, they will give you very generic views. Me, I also, being a mother, give you some kind of ideas or ways how to navigate through these crucial years. So thank you very much, and looking forward to more such webinars. And Sakshi, you were a fantastic host, and thank you so much for helping me. In fact, she insisted me to keep this webinar. I was just too occupied and was not willing to do so. But now, because I think the response is quite overwhelming and pretty good, so I would want to conduct more at regular intervals.
Thank you so much, Devna. Thank you for being there on time, because I said the forms are just coming from Monday and this is the right time, where the parents needed this guidance and assistance. So thank you once again.
Yes.
And just wanted to share with you all that we will be putting up this session on YouTube and we will be sharing the link with you all. So if you have missed out anything or if you want to revisit some questions or something that Devna has spoken, you can always get back to it. Also, do like, share, comment so that Devna can get her visibility and people can know more about her. Please do comment on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube video, that how did you like this consultation or a webinar of Devna. And yes, all the very best to all the parents and children. I feel it's equally the parents' exam when the child is appearing for an exam or choosing a board or growing in their life. It's the same thing for the parent. So all the very best. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Devna.